Hey everybody, it's the Goal 60 for Week 1 NFL. This is the first teaser of the year, and just to give you a little bit of background and everything, and reason I like teasers is because over the last 20 years, something like 72% of the games have fell around 4 points away from the number that was posted. So 6-point teaser would carry you over that and give you some good value. So real quick, I just want to point out that because this is NFL, and I know we went through preseason, but a lot of the stats that I go off of, I generally generate my own stats, and I do this weekly as the season goes on, and I go off of stats that I've actually uploaded and put into my database and kind of went off of that. I try to get rid of garbage stats and things like that, just like I do in college. But because of that, with free agency and the draft and whatnot, NFL is a little tougher for me at the start. So I will say that, and just know that I've got one teaser this week. There's going to be a lot of weeks where I've got two teasers, and I doubt there will be a week where we have three, but it is a possibility. But this week I've got one teaser, 2 games, 6 points, and so I'll jump right in. The first game is the Cardinals and the Lions. Currently the line is -2 to the Cardinals, with an over-under of 48. I projected these stats for this game as the Cardinals rushing the ball between 100 and 110 yards, the Cardinals passing between 250 to 260, while the Lions rush between 75 and 95 yards and pass for between 230 to 245. So, in my opinion, for the Lions to have a chance in this game, and they will, I think it's going to be a lower scoring game, with a projected score of 18 to 16 once I went through everything. But in my opinion, that brand new contract that Stafford's got is going to have to allow him to, he's going to have to step it up. And like I said, I projected this score to be around 18 to 16, which is a total of 34 points. And right now, with the total being posted at 48, I think there's a lot of value with the under. We're somewhere around 14 points below once you add up all the factors that went into projecting this score. And actually, we're right at 14 points below. So if you tease it 6 points, you're almost at 3 touchdowns, below what the number would be. So the under 48 teased up to 54 would be my play here. Next game is the Panthers against the 49ers. Currently, the Panthers are a 5.5-point favorite on the road, while the 49ers and the Panthers total is 47.5. Once again, please keep in mind everything is projected off of what was last season, plus kind of who they lost and who they gained. And the stats will get better as the season goes on. We've got a lot of football to be played, and all that does is every week with NFL, you're taking on good talent. Even if you're playing the Jets, who a lot of people this year have said are going to be just absolute trash, you're still playing NFL talent. So the stats each week, it's a little different than college. In college, I try to get rid of what I call garbage stats, which also includes if you're playing a team that's well below your conference. I like Power 5 versus Power 5. It doesn't have to be a conference game. It can be a non-conference game, but it needs to be 2 Power 5 teams. And with that said, I projected the Panthers to rush between 120 to 135 yards, while passing between 210 to 220. On the other side, I have the 49ers rushing between 100 and 110 yards and passing between 180 to 190. My projected score in this game is 19 to 18. The Panthers, I think it's going to be a very good game. I think that traveling from the east to the west is not that big of a deal. And, travel, in my opinion, is a little overrated these days. I think it used to be a lot bigger deal, and I think that number continues to come closer as we go forward. But even with that, even if it is a big deal, going from Carolina to California is better than going from California to Carolina. Just because you're actually gaining hours once you get, on the way there. You're not losing hours. Your body clock is actually going to say that you've been up a little longer than you have. So my projected score being 19 to 18 gives us a total of 37 points, which is currently 10.5 points below the posted total. So if you tease that up, you're going to be 16.5 points below that line of 53.5. So this week my play is to go under in both of these games. So the teaser will be Cardinals lines under 54, Panthers 49ers under 53.5. And hopefully we'll cash in on this, and as week 1 rolls through, we'll have some stats to better go off of for week 2. Thanks for stopping in. If you haven't checked out the first video I did today, which is 3 games in college football and some leans that I also added in there, please do so. Like and share these videos. Check us out at the Goal 60 on Twitter and at thegoal60.com for blogs.